All you ever wanted was experience. I feel like I lost you in what could have been. Even though you stopped responding, I'm not giving in.
Hi, my name is Dylan Dunlap. I'm a singer-songwriter from Los Angeles, and I'm so happy to be here. I loved the thought of not verbally communicating because it was like the hardest thing to do, so I would just hide behind a piano, and that's how I taught myself, because in a way it's a really beautiful way of communicating without saying any words. I mean, I spent my entire life thinking I would be a film composer for that reason. I loved the thought of music speaking for itself. And then I took a year at Berklee in Boston and did this open mic. I sang a song called Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke, and just the way that people received it, it seemed like, oh, if I taught myself how to sing correctly or took lessons here at this college, maybe there's a way I can pave my own path. My father is an incredibly talented film composer, but what can I do to what can I do to just create the name Dylan Dunlap to be its own entity? And what I realized is, with all the different struggles that I've had throughout my life, a beautiful way is just writing songs about them. And so I taught myself how to sing on the street performing for people in the subways of Boston, and then carried that over into my time back in LA. And it's just been it's been therapeutic. I mean, you really learn a lot on the streets about how to get people's attention, how to respect people, how to realize that you should really only be in this for your own enjoyment, not trying to please anybody else. And it's been a crazy journey.
I know you don't need me in the shallow, but nothing's below. It's a big blue sea. You'll be swallowed if you let go. I know you don't hear me before.
Because of a lot of things that have happened in my childhood, I've kind of blacked out a lot of it, but I do distinctly remember going to the movies. My dad took me all the time. My mom showed me a bunch of famous Disney films, and there's something about Thomas Newman's score in Finding Nemo, literally in the first 10 minutes of that movie, that I just fell in love with cinema when I watched that movie. And right at the start of quarantine, I was really on that kick, like I said, of trying not to write about coronavirus, because I felt like that was a thing I was seeing and hearing a lot, and my brain was telling me, do it. But so I realized the best way to cope with what's happening right now is escapism. Sometimes that's why people love watching film, television, listening to music. And so I wrote a song from the perspective of the father in Finding Nemo. I wrote a love letter to Nemo from the dad's perspective, but to give you a little bit more context, it was inspired by what I wish my dad could have told me. And I every time I go back and watch that movie, I learn something new. I think that there's a lot of lessons. You know, I can't make somebody else's mistakes for them. And I feel like as a father, one day I'm going to want to just hold my kid tightly and not want him to make any mistakes. But the truth is, I mean, when we grow up, we have to learn on our own. And that's kind of that's the theme of that film. And so this entire song is about Finding Nemo. Anywhere you search @ I am Dylan Dunlap, DYLANDUNLAP, you can search Dylan Dunlap on any digital streaming platform. And yeah, there's a mailing list on IamDylanDunlap.com if anybody wants to stay updated with future releases. There's a lot of merchandise I just unveiled as well. Yeah. Hi, my name is Dylan Dunlap, and you've just been buzzed.